We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Nags back here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. 2025 Topps, our 2025-26 Topps Chrome Basketball Mixer here. This is number 31. We got 3 megas and 1 jumbo box. Let's get started here. We'll do the megas first, end with the big jumbo box. Hopefully everyone's having themselves a good Tuesday. It's almost 2026. I have just 2 breaks open for the rest of the afternoon before Team Titus takes over tonight. I got 3 spots left in football mixer. That's with Phoenix Hobby Blasters, Phoenix are Absolute Megas, Hobby Megas, Mosaic Hobby Blasters, and then Prism Hobby Blasters there. So should be a fun stuff. Here we go. Good luck. Tim Hardaway Jr. There is Torian Prince. I'll get all those sleeved up after the break. Anthony Black. Noah on the refractor. Jeremy Shohan. Rui Hachimura. There's a little Con Canoopel on the Instinct. Hornets. Deron Holmes. There is just Jay Sean Tate. And Fanatical short print. That's sick. Victor Wembanyama. The Alien. The Spurs going to Brian D. There you go, Brian. That's a sweet card. I love those. The Fanaticals looked awesome in baseball. This is my first look at them in football. Fanatical. That is a retail short print. Mr. Wemby. That's Cason Wallace, Pat Connaughton, Clifford, Bronny James, James Harden, Lonzo Ball, and then Brandon Clark. I'm going to wrap up our first mega box. Awesome start there. Now let's find some Cooper. And we are all full on football, so just soccer. Just the new release Museum Soccer. I believe I have 9 spots left, 8 spots left. That Fanatical looks so cool. All right, here we go. Mega Box number 2. There is Cornette Gold out of 50. That's Celtics. Celtics going to Flopicos. Quentin Grimes. There's Ace Bailey. Utah Jazz. Jazz going to Bowman Wurs. Antonio Reeves, TJ McCollum, Brandon Miller, Jeremy Shohan. Reminds me of Cisco. Jalen Suggs, Terrence Mann, Zach Levine, Khalil Ware. There is Jameer Watkins, Joe Ingles, Tyrese Maxey, and Cooper Flag on the Inspiration Dream Big. There is Maluch and then Rui Hachimura. So Inspiration Dream Big, Cooper Flag. Looking for some big Cooper Flag. Looking for a big Cooper Flag auto here in this one. All right, one more Mega. Well, there's not a ton of color. Not a ton of color in the retail. Usually get around 1 a box, I want to say. There's the Joker. Hopefully he's all right. I haven't heard any updates on him. Thyro. There's KJ Simpson. Sengun. Alex Tooney. And we got Scoot Henderson for the Trailblazers out of 199. Bogdanovich, Kobe Brea. Potential $20 buyback if he wins MVP. Kyrie Irving. There is Sengun. DeMar DeRozan. Isaiah Joe. Mark Williams. Draymond Green. Kobe Barea. Nick Smith Jr. And then Noah. Gonna wrap up our Megas. Now we're on to the big box. It's what everyone came for. This is what everybody came for right here. Look for 3 autographs per box there. Little jumbo action. These are some big boxes now. All right, here we go. Here is Sleek Finishers, Devin Booker and Raymond. That is Maxim Renaud. Sacramento Kings. The Kings going to Roebuck. Oso. Magic Johnson there. Cade Cunningham. Jordan Poole. Youthquake. Cooper Flag. We need an auto. We need some numbered stuff. We got green. Thyro there for the Lakers out of 99. Trey Murphy. X's and woes. Joker. Shaz Lanier. DeAndre Hunter. There is Joel Embiid on the negative. And we got blue auto here. Blue auto Nets is Sarif. Ben Saraf. Out of 150 Brooklyn Nets. Nets going to Maserati. Brooke Lopez. There's Cooper Flag, Instinct, Anthony Davis, Lauri Markkanen. All right, second half of this box. Still chasing one more auto. Jason Tatum. There's Rui Hachimura out of 299. DeAndre Ayton. Ace Bailey. Tall Tales. There is Rocco Valanciunas. Boyles. There is Ace Bailey on the... Ooh, accidentally saw our next auto. Ace Bailey on the Generation Rising Silver. And kind of cool one. Little throwback here for the Pistons. How about Grant Hill? Grant Hill for the Detroit Pistons going to Thomas. Jaden McDaniels. Dirk. Oh, that's not silver. Jaylen Brown. Amen Thompson. Probably not. They're $1,700 boxes, Maserati. They are not cheap. I don't think that would fill very well. There's Naz Reid out of 275. Jalen Williams. Cade Cunningham. Instinct out of 199 is Giannis. And then Cooper Flag on the X-Fractor to wrap this one up. There, I doubt we will be running any full cases of jumbo. Yeah, and it just keeps climbing. It is absolutely wild what these boxes cost. I mean, We all knew Topps Chrome basketball for the first time in X amount of years was going to be big. I don't know if anybody assumed it was going to be this big. All right. Knipple. There's Jokic on the base, Joel Embiid negative, and then Maluch X-Fractor. Rui Hachimura out of 299, Naz Reid 275, Thero out of 99, Cornette out of 50, and then Scoot out of 199. How about Instinct Giannis out of 199? That's a cool card there for the Bucks. We got Ronald on the rookie silver auto for the Kings. Ace Bailey Generation Rising, and then Ace Bailey X-Fractor there, Utah Jazz. Mr. Saraf out of 150 there, Brooklyn Nets on the blue auto. We got Grant Hill. Grant Hill on the signature style card. Pistons, love those old Pistons jerseys there. Those are sweet. We got Cooper Flag, X-Fractor, Inspirational, Dream Big, Insert, Youth Quake, and then Instinct. And then Money Mid hit of the break, Fanatical, Mr. Victor Wembanyama. Spurs going to Brian D34. That is a cool card. All right. That is going to do it for me on this one, guys. I appreciate everyone as always. I'll be back here in just a few minutes with some football. Thanks, everyone.